Hashish, from planting to production. These various phases are shown on television for the first time in the history of Arab media. They are presented in the report by my colleague, Hussein Reis.
حشيشة الكيف والبقاع.
The kef hashish and the beka, two words that are synonymous in the glossary of those who read into the events from a distance. If they read into it too much one day, they will reveal the truth about a game of cops and robbers. A game which begins with a political blessing and which ends with the largest arrest of cannabis farmers.
The cannabis crop benefits the farmer and the farm workers. Everyone makes a living off this crop. If this crop is taken away, people will die because there is no alternative.
There is no way to make a living, and we are poor. We want to work. We'll starve to death if we don't work.
Do you immediately get cash for your work?
Every day for each stack. Whenever you're done harvesting, the money comes within hours.
This is where it is planted, harvested, and destroyed. 3 phases that are constant on this soil. The residents of this land confirm that these actions will not end unless there is an alternative that can allow them to make a living.
Harvesting hashish is better than potatoes and onions. Harvesting potatoes and onions is a joke.
Why aren't you covering your face?
Because I don't want to cover my face so that the world can see that we are working and we are not afraid.
That is okay. Let the people see me. We're working with sweat on our brow. We're not stealing, and we're not committing any crimes or anything.
At the beginning of spring, cannabis is planted. The ground warms the seeds until Easter. After the rains, the sun prophesies a harvest. For the cannabis harvest workers, there is work and labor. The shawish is the foreman. He oversees the workshop. The assistant, and warada, who brings water to the workers and pickers.
This is my workshop. I am their shawish. I coordinate with the farmers and get paid by them and then pay the workers.
What do they call you?
Warada.
Do you work like this every day or when?
Every day.
Every day. Are you happy with this work?
Yes.
Do they give you money?
Yes.
So, you make good money.
Yes.
What do you do with the money?
I give it to my mom, and she spends it on the house.
I cut the small and big stems.
What do you do with them?
I put them in the large burner.
6 أشهر هي مدة الحمل المسؤول عنه الذكر.
6 months is the amount of time that this plant needs to reproduce. It doesn't get the chance to reproduce because it is uprooted from the ground. Cannabis is picked and put into bags to be dried for 3 days.
مدة 3 أيام وبعد أي بس.
Then, after the plant is dried, traders take them to warehouses, waiting for the morning to start the production process.
يأذن ببداية التصنيع.
In India, it's called marijuana, but this is just normal hashish.
Lebanese hashish.
Yes, Lebanese. It is the cleanest and best kind.
بما يسمى الشعوب حتى ينزع القش هي الأولى.
The first phase is the grinding phase, during which the straw is ground with the sha'ub. Then it goes through 3 phases to remove the leaves and seeds, and then finally we obtain the hashish, which is divided into various types.
المحصلة الأولى للنبتة تسمى الزهرة أو الهبوة. والمحصلة الثانية.
The first harvest of the crop is called the zahra, or habwa. The second crop is called the kabsha. The third is called the talta in colloquial Arabic. Hashish, or the oil of the baka, as it is called by the residents, is a crop whose last chapter has yet to be written. A history with many researchers, and its students are subject to failure. For those who are using this crop, it is only a matter of time before they fall victim to it. Meanwhile, the historians continue to write stories about it anonymously. Hussein Reis, New TV.